Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music, and I've got another Gizmo Sunday here. And today's Gizmo is Candyfloss, the sound of a sugar rush. Well, from Riot Audio, it's kind of a very sweet, sort of delicious, pulsy, shimmery pad instrument. Beautiful ambient pads with tons of control. I've been through some of the presets and taken a look at the GUI yesterday, and we've got sugar on a stick. So let's dive in. Okay, let's listen to just a few of these pads because you'll get a sense of what this instrument is doing for us, I think, just quite quickly. Some beautiful sounds. I remember the first time I heard the Roland D50. This is 30 years ago now. I had that sense of like, oh, what's going on up at the top? What's going on up at the top? Well, let's take a look at the GUI and maybe we can figure out what's happening here. We have essentially three locations where we can have, I guess we'll just call them oscillators. They really are carefully constructed sample waves. Uh, each of them gives us a bunch of possibilities. The sound sources include this sort of body, the bulk of the sound, possibly these granular sort of things, which can be really quite beautiful. And then way up on the top, these textures. Any one of these slots can have any one of those choices, you see. Now, each of those slots has, a certain amount of control involved with it. So right now we're looking at the home page, and I'm going to pop over here to the wave page. And when I get that, I've got, the ordinary type of synth controls that you expect. Now, maybe not all of them, because I sort of expected to find pan on here somewhere, but turns out pan is on another page. But it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? You can cut in with start. You have ADSRs, morphing, simple movement, another sort of LFO type of effect. And you can actually see shapes here. The amount, the speed, all those things actually create pulses if you want them. And then you have filter control as well. And right now, there's no filter on, so no control there, but there, now it's back. All of those things kind of combine to give us the power of the synthesis engine. Now, I can randomize these three here if I like the settings, and I get a whole new sound. Because I use different waveforms. Let's randomize it again. We can play around with this for hours. Each of these waves can be set for octaves. Right now, they're all at 0, but what if we put it, that one, that's 3 up. Well, that's a lot. Make it 2. Let's take this one down 2 and this one down 1. So we're going to get a very different effect here. Beautifully out of tune, stretched electric guitar. I think I'll high pass that. And we'll take this down. Well, that was fun. And let's pop over back here to effects. And now we can see we've got control in a number of ways over each of these things. These are master filter frequencies here. Right now it's a high pass, so we take away all the bass. You hear what's happening. I'll tell you what, this reverb is crazy. It's just, super long. I have no idea what the reverb is. I don't think we have any control over it. And then check this. So you've got master volume, master stereo width, and then pan overall, and then pan is split out. So let's send B to the left side, C to the right side, and increase the stereo width. And suddenly the world is a different place. Oh, this is so dark and beautiful. Yeah. Fun instrument to play around with, right? Listen, not only just program for yourself, but we've got a ton of snapshots. Something that's very noisy, and you can get that beautiful thing on top, right? Boy, lots of bass. I don't know if you're listening in headphones, but let's control this with a slider. And listen, while we're over here talking about controlling things with sliders, take a look at this master dynamics. Now, you can have the volume, the dynamics controlled by velocity, volume, right? And then there's this kind of thing called edge. And right now, it's set to be controlled by CC1, which of course is, mod wheel. Woo, woo, woo. Now look at it's going to glow. Except here's the thing. Right now, anyway, in the version that I have, and maybe I got a pre-production version, I needed to control click on that to assign CC1 to it. Now, it would seem to me the indication is that it's pre-assigned. I've sent them an email about it. I haven't heard from them yet. Maybe we can get all this figured out later on. Let's check some extreme ranges. Not bad. Very interesting. Now, if you're like me, you'll be interested in the pulses. So let's just check out some. Obviously controlled by the square wave here. And then there's a little random square wave here. The amount is turned way up, and the speed is synced, right? There we got a little polyrhythm going on. Makes me happy. Very nice. The morphing is interesting there. And we've got controls for the morphing on each of them. Take a look. We've got band pass format and the distortion. And the distortion is actually not bad. pads love to evolve. So let's listen to a couple of these evolving textures. You know the expression ear candy, right? In a mix, it's very important to have mysterious elements, which are maybe tonal, maybe sometimes even, not tonal, that continue to engage the ear as you hear the piece two or three times. And even just adding richness and surprise behind, a simple melody or simple pattern. Instruments like this really do a very important job for us. So much of the soundscape of daily life is somewhat mysterious and at a distance. And I think Candyfloss does a great job of sort of like touching that in the musical world. Candyfloss is on sale right now, 59 pounds. I wish I had pounds. All I have is dollars. And I'm sure it'll go back up to its regular price soon. I can look at, spun sugar on a stick all day long, and I love the pink vibe. It's kinda cute. This could be kinda like a weird little secret weapon type of pad instrument, and, we'll see how it, fares as it goes up against some of my more conventional, pad choices, like just strings and muted horns and winds and things like that. But I'll tell you what, it's a very modern sound in a great way. Maybe a couple of little, things about it that I wish were different. I'd love to have a little more control over the filter and filter types, resonance, things like that. What's the story on the Edge controller CC1? Need to know that. Meanwhile, beautiful sounds and really maybe a very kind of like modern approach to creating wide, kind of mysterious and also really satisfying textures. Well, I hope this has been useful. Like and subscribe and ding the bell. You'll be notified when I do my videos, and I'll see you next time.